Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Lego Batman 2 on the 3DS. It's time to head to Ace Chemicals and stop the Joker.
Just like Arkham.
So I can stop carrying this? I mean, now we have other samples.
Poor Tim.
Aww, why, Batman? Why?
I can't go anywhere without making a mess.
You didn't just break in here to do this.
I love the humor in this.
I do too. So, anyway, today's question of the day. What do you think is the kookiest, non-threatening Batman villain of all time? Like, who's your favorite? Crazy, kooky, non-threatening Batman villain. And why do you like him or her? Let us know in the comments below.
Ooh.
Because Batman has the most diverse, crazy, insane, and sometimes non-threatening villains out of any superhero on the planet. There's been some wild ones over the years.
What about Kitten Man?
No, there's no Kitten Man.
Oh, if it was, that'd be a cuddly villain.
No, actually, Catman was not a cuddly villain.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, actually, kittens can be pretty ferocious, so...
Yes, they can. My legs and arms are testament to this.
I'm trying to think if Polka Dot Man was a Batman villain or not.
Yes, he was.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I think I know who I would say.
I don't want to spend time discussing it. The whole point is for people to figure it out.
You guys can go think about it and...
They have their favorites.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You can use Polka Dot Man as an example, but no more.
There's an example.
Because there's at least like 50 others that are
Okay.
just ridiculous and funny.
I just ruined the entire question. They were supposed to...
No.
People were supposed to figure it out.
You get one.
Alright.
Apparently Polka Dot Man is yours, so...
That's the only one I can think of.
You made this bed. You have to lie in it.
I'm sorry, but the Mad Hatter doesn't seem very threatening.
The Mad Hatter is totally threatening. Mind
for,
control.
like- Yeah, but I mean, like, he doesn't really look that threatening, except for that one rendition of him in Arkham, but the other renditions of him didn't seem that bad.
Well, it's because they went with more of like a disturbed personality type thing
Yeah,
for
I'm
him.
thinking animated series, though.
He was always kind of like evil and stuff in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
I still... Oh! Zelda, why? This man is trying to play a game. And speak.
How did that trip to the groomers go?
I haven't gone yet. I still need to do that. Yep.
Bam.
I still think that Jim Carrey should have played the Joker instead of the person that he played.
No, I don't.
Riddler
I
or
don't.
something.
No, I don't see how that would be very good.
Really?
No.
He actually freaked me out as the Riddler.
Well, he was basically playing like a Frank Gorson version of the Riddler / Jack Nicholson version of the Joker.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, you're going down.
Yeah, because never mind. So I was thinking about it. I was thinking that the Riddler wasn't that ferocious, but then I remembered Jim Carrey was pretty crazy.
The Riddler being ferocious, I wouldn't say he was ever really ferocious. I liked how they portrayed him in the animated series the best, like kind of this geeky, cold, calculated killer. But he doesn't necessarily get you. It's his death traps and riddles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was that other guy that made a lot of traps too, but I can't remember that guy's name.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember that, but I remember he made some pretty crazy traps. I remember that one episode where Batman had to give him his cape and cowl, but then he had like another like thing under his cowl.
Well, I think his name is I don't remember his criminal name, but his real name is Wormwood.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
But I forgot his criminal name. It'll come to me probably at the end of the episode.
All right, cool.
But I don't know.
It's been a while. We haven't watched the animated series in a long time.
Well, I mean, he's an obscure Batman villain. Kind of.
Yes.
He was utilized in the 1970s.
So, yeah, I will make sure to go and look up the different cuddly Batman villains and see which one I can write down.
I never said cuddly. I said non-threatening.
See, when you say non-threatening, I hear cuddly. Because anything non-threatening, I like to cuddle it. Ah!
Yeah, how's that?
The cat.
R.I.P.
Oh my god.
That's why you stop playing with cat toys during videos. I'm just saying. You deserve that one.
Alright, sorry about that. That was Zelda attacking me, if anyone wants to know.
Yes, and Amber still has a cold. I'm aware of this. We can stop commenting about it. It happens in life.
What? I don't have a cold. I'm totally talking normally.
Really? Yeah, thought so. Thought so. Alright, Slobbin. Let's do this! There we go. Batman was jumping parrots, so... Oh man, we need Batman in here. How did you get over here? See, sometimes the AI surprises you and does something decent, but for the most part...
They do something good.
They don't.
Well, I mean, when your AI is Batman, I mean, what do you expect? When it's Robin, on the other hand...
I'm tired of making Robin the butt of every joke, though. I feel sorry for the guy.
It is so mean. It's like, does he even get paid for that? I mean, come on.
No, he's not a paid sidekick, dear. He's a distraction.
He should really get paid. I mean, I don't know. You just can't pay someone enough to be your decoy when you're fighting crime.
That's only in one iteration of Batman that they made Robin like kind of a target practice. That was all thanks to Frank Miller.
Yeah, that man is some interesting.
That man has issues.
Yep.
But we're not going to talk more about Frankie on this channel because some of his stuff gets really out there. Going down, clown.
I didn't even realize someone did make him into a decoy in real life. I thought it was just a joke. Like, I didn't know he actually did it in a comic or something. That's interesting.
Batman implied that's why he had a sidekick.
Wow.
He would make the, he would be kind of wearing darker clothing and the kids would be wearing bright red shirts. Think of them like, I guess the way that Frank Miller pictured Robins was kind of like red shirts in Star Trek, except they had more luck.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite aspects of Robin's magnetic suit, is just having the studs come to you.
Oh, yeah, I know, that's so cool.
For the lazy gamer in all of us. Studtastic.
Studular.
Studly.
Studrific.
That's Studrific?
I have always liked Studabunga.
No! No! That doesn't work. No. Ugh. You make me sad.
I think this playthrough just got 10 million times better.
No. No, it did not. Quite the opposite, my dear. Quite the opposite.
Woo. Oh, you have to admit, you never know what I'm going to say next.
That's...
Even I don't.
That's considered a good thing?
Yep.
She's kind of tuckered out, so just leave her be.
Okay, we'll just leave it here.
Otherwise, what's going to happen to me is I'm going to have more war wounds.
Her eyes, like, basically, like, glint in the sun, like, she's ready.
She's a kitten. That's what kittens do. They attack. They bite.
She seems like a panther more than a kitten.
I'm really starting to wonder what her other breed is, because she's really not a Russian blue.
Maybe she's part wolf.
I could believe that. Don't move your fingers back and forth or she will jump you. I'm just telling you now, as a warning. I don't even know how we're supposed to teach her not to attack our fingers and toes. You're supposed to be able to do that.
Spray bottle or something.
Spray bottle?
Yeah, I need to get one. I wonder if they sell them at Petco, because I haven't really found them. I'll have to look at Walmart again and see. They always say, oh, just get a spray bottle. I can never find one. I mean, I can find a spray bottle that has chemicals, but I'm not going to put one like that in my kitty.
Mm-hmm. So, one of the things that I don't like about this game, you know how there was all kinds of hidden goodies in the console version when you're in Robin's, like, poison suit thing, hazard thing? In this one, there's no hidden studs or any cool things inside of the water.
I feel sad.
You could still go in it and swim, but...
Yeah, it's not like you don't get really awesome blue studs. And...
Well, it's really not that hard to collect... Oh. Interesting. That clown was kind of wily.
Yeah, totally.
You don't have to really worry about not collecting...
the studs are easier to collect in this?
Yeah, the status thing is really easy to get in every level.
That's nice. I always used to feel so depressed when we'd end the level and we'd almost get enough, but we didn't.
No! Except when you do that!
Robin!
Yeah, see? I'm jumping around. There's nothing in here.
If you think about it, like the animated series Robin, Batman cared a lot about, because even when he first met Robin, he actually let a criminal go to save Robin instead. So he wasn't like a decoy on that. Which is why I love the animated series. That Batman was the best.
Oh, without question. No argument from me. Fill her up.
Oh my gosh, that just reminded me. My gas tank is totally on empty.
Oh. Well, guess you'll have to fill it up.
Yeah, I will, like, after this or something.
After these messages, Amber will go fill up the Jeep. Dang it, it's not a truck.
It seems like one. But it's not.
No. And that is not good drinking water, kids.
Really? So if my water looks like that, I should not drink it, you're saying? Oh, wait, too late. Oh, I'm just...
So somehow we were able to create, like, this horrible acid that ate all that other gross stuff, and then magically made the water clear enough and safe enough to dive into. Only in a Batman game.
I know, that was like...
Alright, Robin, follow me. I'm just kidding.
Maybe the two elements combined and then made like a toxic gas that rose to the top and then rose out of the building. But wait, then you would be breathing it.
Yeah. That wouldn't be very good, would it?
No. It's fun to...
Ooh. Character.
Exciting. Robin, we have to get that.
I could actually get that.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
We have to bring Robin over here, so how do we get him over here? Robin, get your hiney over here.
Maybe you have to unelectrify that.
Nope. Okay, that was hard to see. That looked like a part of the meter, but that was a batarang thingamabob. Whatevs.
Awesome.
Alright, Robin, it's time for you to go earn your keep.
I'm coming, Batman.
You just seriously just get up there? There you go. Alright, now, go walk in the hazardous chemicals. Good boy!
Wait, why is Robin the one who has to be in the hazardous chemicals? Never mind.
That's a great question for another time.
I'm sorry, but if I was crime fighting with my son, I wouldn't allow him in hazardous chemicals. It's just not good parenting.
Nor is letting your child dress up in spandex and jump off rooftops punching people in the face.
Alright, maybe that's why they're in disguise, because if they weren't in disguise, then child services would see him running around with his kid and beating people up, and then they would be like, I'm sorry, sir, but we have to take these kids.
Bruce Wayne is crazy enough to take on Gotham's dirtiest rogues like the Joker and Two-Face, but child services? No, thank you.
Yep, that's why he wears the mask.
Now you know why criminals fear,
yeah, stuff.
You won't get away. Told you. Run, run as fast as you can. No honor among clowns. Aw.
Oh, Mime is crying silently.
Silent crying is the worst kind of crying. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna face my end like a man. It's like, that's great for you. Here's something to wet your whistle.
I have a question about mimes, though.
What?
If they ever talk, are they excluded from the mime club, or like, is everyone just waiting for them to talk one time and then they're like disowned by all other mimes? How does that work? What are the consequences of talking?
Well, I mean, there's some good things about, you know, if you did talk as a mime, you don't have to worry about the other mimes tattling on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, but you gotta go.
Punching a mime is so cruel. They can't even say anything to defend themselves. They can't even cry for help.
I don't remember Joker having, like, a mime, like, goon squad until, the 89 Batman movie.
Oh, interesting.
Like, he had guys in colorful jackets in the 60s that said Joker, and they looked like playing cards and things like that, but in terms of the mines thing, Black Mask. I think that was a Tim Burton thing.
Yep.
So that is kind of a little Easter egg slash homage. Cool. But it's been like that since Lego Batman 1, so.
I didn't know that Jack Nicholson had mime sidekicks. That's pretty cool.
Only at one part. The line, "The pen is truly mightier than the sword."
Ah. Man. Mime fight.
I still never understood that line that he says, "Hey Chet, it's your Uncle Bingo. Time to pay the check." And then he throws the pen into his, like, face or something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that line never made sense. I'm really starting to wonder if Jack Nicholson was trying to ad-lib, or if that was actually written dialogue. Because if that was written dialogue, it made no sense.
I'm gonna guess that was ad-lib.
Yeah.
And they just kept it in because they probably didn't have time to recut the scene or something. They're just like, whatever, let's just go with it. It's better than nothing.
It's Jack being Jack. Just run with it.
I still don't understand why Keaton says, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." Why does he say that? It's just like so weird. I mean, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's just so crazy.
Because before that little, you know, tantrum, he and Tim Burton and Kim Basinger went to the local nuttery, and, you know, it was still... He was thinking about all the cashews and honey-roasted nuts that he had. No, nobody knows why he did it.
And then... And then they were complaining beforehand, before they recorded, about how, like, there was a whole tray of nuts and everyone was, like, having some cashews and almonds and stuff. And then they noticed everyone was arguing about who ate the rest of the nuts. So then they were arguing it right before the scene. And while they were doing the scene, they were glaring at him from off stage. So then he got really angry.
Well, no, they had... How about this?
And he said, "You want to get nuts? Let's go get nuts." And then after he recorded that scene, he went and drove in the car and bought some. Yeah, what were you going to say?
Well, I mean, you know how Christian Bale, like, loses his temper and he does crazy things and says that people are unprofessional? Well, back in the day, you know, actors would just call out other stagehands during the scene, and they would know that's about them. So the stagehand guy was messing with the lighting, and it's Keaton's big moment where he gets to upstage Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
And this guy is, like, making funny faces, and during Keaton's, like, strong performance, so, you know, they're rolling. Keaton's getting really upset, and he's looking at this guy, and he points at him.
Yeah.
And then he says the gets nuts scene, and Tim is like, "I love it. Print." And Keaton's just like, "What?" Because he was staring at the guy off.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the secret.
It's like there was somebody harassing him off stage, and he was just like, "You want to get nuts?"
Wouldn't that be great if that turned out to be like a real thing?
That'd be hilarious.
It would probably. It was just an ad lib thing, probably. Like Keaton ad libbed most of his lines as Batman and Bruce Wayne because he believed that Bruce Wayne was kind of a nut, and Batman was the strong, silent type.
I see.
Which transferred over very well to a certain other Warner project called the animated series.
Yeah. I loved how in the animated series he had, like, a different personality for Bruce Wayne because he had two different voices. You know, that was great. That was my favorite.
But in the comic books, Batman would always have like this inner monologue. So because I mean, you can't just have blank pages with Batman running around, right?
I think you should have blank pages with him staring and thinking, but you don't say what he's thinking about. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Well, he would always be thinking to himself. That's why the Arkham games Batman monologues a lot.
Yeah,
Or they have him actually talking to Alfred or Oracle because it's not fun for the player to listen to him, like, you know,
yeah, talking in his
talking
head.
to himself all the time.
Oh, it's a wall. I have to go around it and find a door.
Can you imagine that? I'm stuck. What now? I blame Robin for this.
I wonder what Alfred is making for dinner.
Fishy swell, sir.
Fishy swirl again. Probably leftovers from last Wednesday.
I hate Wednesdays. Whee! Why be an acrobat when you can use a grapple gun? Haha. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Hey!
Yep. Can you believe that some people actually plan out their meals to the point where they have the same thing every week? Like, every Friday is pizza night. And, like, every Wednesday is leftover night. I mean, can you believe that some people plan to that degree?
Oh my gosh, that sounds like my family.
You're just thinking, like, I would have food then. But I just cannot, I would not be able to do that. Like, my life, I would just feel like I was in prison if that was my life. Or at camp. Forever.
That sums up my life.
Hey!
No, you didn't do that. I'm saying my mom and...
I would never do that. I could not. Even, I mean, I can understand, like, okay, that keeps order or whatever, but it would just make the kids feel like they're in prison. I'm sorry.
It's one of the reasons I grew to hate Italian food.
I would never, how can you have the same? There are more than 7 things to eat. There are more than 7 different meals.
Well,
you cannot have the
let's see.
same thing every week.
One day was SpaghettiOs and spinach.
No, not SpaghettiOs. No.
The next night...
that's not
The next night was spaghetti and meatballs. Then a night after that would have been like...
That's way too much pasta.
Let's see. Well, pasta was cheap. Macaroni and cheese with like salad or something. I don't know. The occasional hot dog, because my grandfather, you know, had a hot dog cart, so we had a lot of hot dogs as a kid. And Franken beans.
Oh yeah, well beans, those
Yep.
are not too bad.
But no, our meals, it really seemed like they were planned out by the night.
Yeah, that,
I even
would
remember,
never
I
do
remember
that.
a food chart.
Alright, I was just saying that was a theoretical thing. I didn't know people actually did
Oh
that.
yeah, there are people that do that. Now you have people
heard.
unsubscribing.
Now I probably have a lot of moms unsubscribing. I'm sorry! I look up to people who can do that. I could never do it myself. Plus I would feel like I said, I was in prison.
Wait, that was not a smart idea. Terrible parenting. I'm gonna throw my son off this ledge.
Wow!
Calm down.
He's petting his hair. How's your hair so super?
Again. Wow! That is great! Isn't that great, Batman?
I should make that the thumbnail.
Destroyed all the evidence of the crime scene.
You destroyed all the evidence at the crime scene.
They have screenshots of that actually. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so now Robin's gone and Superman is here. And now there's really no reason to play as Batman anymore. Yay! Oh, that's right. You can't fly at the top of the screen. You can only fly when you find like these little arrows, and he just kind of floats up the wall. Also, you can't defeat enemies in one hit. Even though you're Superman. So, you can do this, but you see how they just stagger back like, ah, I'm getting sunburned.
Yeah. Mimes.
Stupid mimes.
Oh, now this level's gonna be amazingly easy because we're Superman.
You would think so. Alright, so I need Batman for this puzzle because I have X-ray vision and I can't move
But
the...
Superman has to deal with sadness deep within his heart because he knows he'll always be different and never quite fit in. That's the difficulty of playing as Lego Superman.
Really?
Yeah. It's the emotional pain that you have to feel. Don't you feel it, Kwing?
It's like a Lois and Clark thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't really know what I'm... I'm just talking here.
Okay.
It is like a Lois and Clark thing. Or if you take it to the extreme, it would be emo Superman from the
Man of Steel.
yeah, Man of Steel. I think in the next Man of Steel movie, he should have like lots of eyeliner on and wear all black, because then he'd be like,
He's probably gonna have his.
just crank it up a level.
He's probably gonna have his regeneration suit in Justice League, which is his all black costume from the '90s,
Oh, okay.
where they gave him the Billy Ray Cyrus hair.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, he had a mullet for like 4 years. Please don't give Superman the mullet.
So, I have a question. Is Billy Ray Cyrus like the most mullet person that ever happened, or were there tons of people that had mullet? Or was he just the one who wore it the longest?
You'd have to ask Billy Ray that.
Because it feels like when people think of the mullet, they think of Billy Ray Cyrus. Or at least I do. And
Yeah.
many other people.
I can definitely see Billy's mullety good looks.
He should have been the spokesperson for the mullet and got like, he should have gotten ad revenue for different, hairstyle places that were going to give you the haircut mullet. And
Okay, that works.
he would show it off and show his mullety locks.
That's how you do the one hit. So
Okay,
you
go.
you freeze the enemy and then you punch them. Sorry, Batman. This is actually going to work out really, really well now.
Nice. But you have to admit, Billy Ray Cyrus missed out on some great ad revenue, commercial, opportunities for the mullet thing.
Oh, bam. Yeah, I suppose.
He could have been a spokesperson. Woohoo! He could have been a contender.
All right, I actually didn't know you could do that in when I reviewed this game. And I actually watched that review recently. That was one of the last 3DS reviews that we did that actually was off-screen footage.
Oh!
I know. I held that so still, too.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I can remember you doing off-screen stuff.
And remember,
And then
I
you
would
hated it
lock.
because of your neck.
Yeah, I would have to lock my hands in
Oh
place
my
and put them on
gosh.
top of like DVDs and 3DS boxes. Then I would have the camera like somehow on some type of stick and taped with duct tape and have it like
Did I
zoomed
hold
over.
that camera? No, you did the tripod.
It wasn't a
then I watched
tripod.
when
It was
you
a
were
bunch.
in
It was a bunch of sticks.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Never mind. I think it would be easier if you just constantly bashed your head into a wall, then went through all that. But yeah, of course, that wouldn't get it filmed.
The year after that, we got the 3DS capture card,
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
and then people stopped watching the reviews. Right when I finally got the technology to do it, it was just kind of like, I want to quit. I want to quit now.
2013?
Yep.
Yeah, that was when our channel got really messed up. March 2013 was when our channel got messed up. And I don't want to say anything else other than that, but...
Kapow.
Well, I do, but I shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. Mine. I hope you not. Okay, so
What's
that
mine
goes
is mine
there.
is mine is mine is mine is mine is mine.
And not yours. Okay, so we're gonna just run across this.
But it is mine.
Notice how that thing is like super hot. So we're just gonna fly over it because I don't want to be burned.
You're walking over it.
I'm Superman. I'm not worried about it. Bye-byes. Cool off. Evil.
Yeah.
Mime. Evil mime. Oh, stuck in the wall there.
Crazy clown.
One hit, one kill. Superman, Man of Steel version.
Yep.
He used to have empathy for people. Now he just uses freeze breath so they don't suffer, and then he shatters their body like glass.
You know what I learned from watching Man of Steel Superman?
What?
As long as you save one person, then it's okay to demolish an entire city.
Only one person?
If you save one of them, you can destroy everybody else.
Wow.
If the other people are like side, like, what do you call it? Casualties.
What was the one person that was saved?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I'm assuming he saved somebody.
I really
Actually, he
didn't
didn't
see
save
him
anyone.
save anybody in the
Never
first, except for the kids inside that school bus.
All right, he saved the people that were around Zod. That Zod was gonna hurt.
I saw a lot of trolling aspects of Man of Steel Superman, like when he put that guy's truck through, what was it, a tree or something?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Woohoo! 2x
That was
multiplier.
awesome. I felt that. I felt that anger there.
Oh boy.
All right, Kwing, I'll ask you this. If I suddenly got superpowers from a yellow or red sun or whatever, magically, and I was super person, and someone said something really mean to me, and they were a trucker, could you imagine me doing that with somebody's truck as a Superman person?
I can imagine you doing a lot worse.
Yeah, I would do that. I was like, that's me. That's an Amber Superman thing.
You are quite the Spitfire.
Too bad I don't have superpowers.
Yeah, too bad. Too bad you don't, because that would just be terrible.
But yet, yes, when he did that with the truck, I was like, yes, I can feel the hate burning within you. It's like...
Now, complete your training. Put the car through several more trees.
Yeah.
Then your
Yeah.
journey to the dark side will be complete, Superman. But I mean, I don't. How do you feel about Superman when he was the villain of Injustice? Like, how did you ever feel
was
about
crazy.
that?
I'm not like that. I love Superman. He's a Boy Scout that's cheery and is always smiling. Talking about his mommy making him, like, stuff back home on the farm. I don't understand. I never liked him as a villain. I never imagined him being able to do that. He was too emo in the Man of Steel for me. You
I
know?
really wonder if the DC Cinematic Universe was kind of like compiled as a thought after Injustice. Because it really feels like they're molding the DC Cinematic Universe Superman to become Injustice Superman. Especially
Yeah.
when they did that nightmare, like, look into the future where Superman went crazy and they were wearing the armbands, he had his own army.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make it like, yeah, they're gonna make that Superman become that guy. Yeah, because of his anger issues, like throwing the truck into the thing. First he throws a truck into a bunch of trees, next thing you know he's taking over the world. Makes sense.
Yep. Totally does, actually.
Yeah, you really gotta keep your eye on people like that.
Alright, it's not as fun to fly in this.
I'd be harmless, but I'm sure you gotta keep your eye on Superman.
You would be harmless? No. Dream on, dream on.
I'm sure Zelda would be harmless as well.
No, she's sleeping. Don't wake her up.
Oh, yeah.
You fool! Put it down!
Fly, you fools.
Stop playing with the kitten, you fool!
You do not know what other kittens will be watching.
No, stop saying her name.
Oh.
Look, it's waking up now. Look what you've done, you fool!
It's Smog, the dragon.
Kind of like a tiny Smog with, like, fists of fury. Tiny Smog.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at how slow he builds.
Okay, I have a question. Was the new 52 before or after the Injustice with the regime and everything?
New 52 started in 2011.
Did it come before or after Injustice?
Before.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Injustice was 2013.
I thought they may have gotten the new 52 as an idea from Injustice or something.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Who blew this up? Long story. We got it covered. Okay, well, just let me know if up. Volcano in Mexico. Call me if you need me.
Man, maybe he could help with this. I mean, he's had a lot of experience dealing with Lex Luthor.
You'll need him.
Well, it seems like just now we needed him.
It would have been fine jumping off the roof.
We would have broken our legs.
Broken my legs before.
Yeah, but I didn't like it. I mean, if we just call him.
Robin, we can't go through life expecting Superman or anyone else to save us whenever things get tough. The only people we can rely on is ourselves. Back computer, tie-in.
That computer remote tie-in. Active.
Access chemical database. What substance can be produced through a combination of the following chemicals? Promethium, xenon, mercury, tantalum, and dialum.
Accessing. No substance found.
What substance can be approximated through the combination of the chemicals?
Accessing. Listed chemicals can combine to form an approximation of kryptonite.
Kryptonite? We better call Superman.
Not going to call super. Activate tracking systems. Detect nearby sources of kryptonite.
Affirmative.
There it is.
It's so blurry.
Yeah, I love that scene though. That was great. That was so funny.
It's a cool scene.
See, this Superman is like, I don't know, one of my favorite Supermans because
I like the Lego
he
Superman.
is so much fun and he's so happy and I just love him so much. And he's so OP too. Super OP.
It's not OP in this game.
Well, I mean, like, he's always saving people, like, within 2 seconds.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys and gals, that does it for another Lego Batman 2 3DS episode. In the comments section below, again, tell us your least threatening Batman villain and why he's your favorite. Or she. Until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!